Hey Cancer, welcome to your weekly forecast for March 22nd through the 28th. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to connect here and see what's coming up in the week ahead from March 22nd through the 28th. If you happen to fall upon this video later on, outside of the dates that I mentioned, just know and understand that you were drawn to the video, called to the video, whenever it was time for you to hear the messages. So whenever you find it, there'll be something here to resonate. These are general readings. Not every single message will resonate. Take what does and leave the rest. Alrighty, my dear friends. Let's see what's going on for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising in the week ahead. So your first card here is the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, this can be long-term abundance, financial stability, inheritance kind of energy, building wealth for future generations. So some of you might be in that mindset or thinking about the future in that way. Ten of Pentacles can also be a card that has a lot to do with manifesting, okay? Bringing something into existence on the physical plane, in the physical reality. Okay, Cancer. So some of you are actually in an energy where you're manifesting. You're manifesting and you're paying more attention to the physical realm, right? Like you're kind of coming into more grounded energy. You're a water sign, right? As am I. I'm not a Cancer, but you know, us water signs, we're really comfortable in the realm of the heart, right? We're very comfortable in being in our emotions. And so sometimes we might get lost in our feelings. But what I feel for you guys is this energy that you've been in your feelings, you've been in a reflective period in the more recent past, and you've really been able to tap into like what your heart really wants, what you're really longing for in your life. And the Ten of Pentacles is saying like now you're coming back down to earth, you're back in your body, and you're calling it into the physical reality. You're calling it into the physical world. Okay, so I feel there's a very grounded energy that's working very well for you right now, or you're in a very grounded energy that this is going to be a good time for you to do your manifesting, to take the steps into bringing in these positive changes. And I feel for many of you, it has to do with security and stability, whatever it is that's making you feel safe and secure physically. I also feel this is such a random message, my dear Cancers, but you know, when I hear it, I say it. That's the rule that Spirit has given me. And I feel, Cancer, that some of you are coming out of some self-destructive behaviors or some self-medicating habits that maybe you've had in the past, and you're doing it by focusing on doing things that make you feel safe, that make you feel secure, that give you a sense of like comfort and stability. So this could be that you're maybe limiting who you're spending time with, or you're getting into some kind of a routine that's, you know, making you feel like you're in stable, grounded, routine kind of energy that's helping you feel this sense of security, the sense of safety. And that in turn is helping you stop some self-destructive or self-sabotaging behavior, or break out of some kind of self-medicating cycle. It's like the more you're giving yourself that sense of security, the more you're staying on track, is the feeling that I'm feeling with this card. The next card here for you guys is the Emperor. Wow, this is discipline, focus, foundation, right? Having control over our life, being in a sense of power, right? So that's really aligned with the energy that we were getting here with the Ten of Pentacles. Emperor is a major arcana card, and the major arcana cards are going to come up when we're at a significant crossroads, okay? When we're coming into a significant new chapter in our life, a defining moment, you know, if you will. And the Emperor energy here, like I said, is taking control, being in our power. There's also a lot of the times around the Emperor a very fatherly energy, okay? And I'm getting a really, 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 really powerful energy here in terms of the generations before you. the generations before you. I feel like there's some shift that is occurring within you in your spiritual DNA, where you are evolving. Okay, you're evolving the masculine energy, or the inherent masculine energy, in your physical DNA, your spiritual DNA. So we inherit energy just like we inherit everything else, right? The same way that you inherited what color your eyes are, what your hair is like, how tall you are, what your body is shaped like, all these things you inherited in your physical DNA. We also inherit spiritual energy. We also inherit vibration, I guess, if you want to say. And I feel like you're breaking out of a cycle of what some people refer to as toxic masculinity. This is a very touchy subject. I kind of feel like some of you are already wanting to come at me in the comments for what I just said, because I'm just gonna flat out say this, and other ones of you, maybe now you're gonna get upset. I'm maybe gonna upset the other side with what I'm about to say, but there is a lot of kind of attack against the masculine energy right now, and I'm not one of those people. I'm not here to say that masculinity is a bad thing. I don't think masculinity is a bad thing at all. We need it. We need masculine energy, right? We need masculine males, but I feel here with this Emperor energy, you're coming into a healthy view of masculinity, right? Like what it is to be a man, what it is to be masculine. So some of you are beginning to step into those positive, powerful, constructive aspects of the masculine energy, and some of you are beginning to be drawn towards it, or to kind of find yourself calling in and manifesting higher vibrational masculine energies in your life, right? So those of you who date men, you might be finding that you're stepping it up here, and you're calling in a better quality of man, right? Someone who's coming in with that powerful masculine energy of taking action, of maybe some of like the old school characteristics, but they're not doing it in like a machismo kind of way. They're not doing it in a over the top kind of Rambo or Chuck Norris kind of way. I might be dating myself with those examples, but I think many of you know what I'm trying to say about that. So there's a shift here in the masculine energy that you have within yourself, and the masculine energy that you're attracting into your life. Okay, I feel some of you who have had a father or father figure, or grandfather who has passed on, you're having a lot of dreams about this person. This person is bringing you messages. I'm getting a visual of like the scepter being passed. So I feel like there's energy here in terms of taking leadership or headship over the family line, and like they're coming in and giving you this blessing, or giving you messages or guidance on the path ahead. And for some of you, the message here is to take care of the feminine energy in your life. Okay, and so this could be looking after your mother or mother figures, messages regarding that, or messages letting you know that you have a rock coming in, a strong masculine energy coming in to help you through this time of stepping into your power, taking leadership, and bringing about, building, creating positive things in your life. The next card here is the Three of Swords, right? So we have all this positive energy, and now all of a sudden, bam, boom, Three of Swords. What in the heck? What's going on? Well, I feel a couple of different scenarios here, because it's a general reading, and we have many, many people that are going to fall under the umbrella of the general reading, so not every single person has the same exact scenario. For some of you, this Three of Swords is happening because there's a massive heart chakra clearing. You're manifesting, you're calling in new energy. So a lot of the times when we're manifesting new things in our life, we got to make room for that energy, right? We receive in the heart chakra. So heart chakra has to make space. And so there might be a lot of things that you have pushed down because you were in survival mode. You didn't have time to think about it. You didn't have time to deal with it. So it was like, stay positive, stay busy, pushed it down, pushed it down, pushed it down. These things may be coming to the surface to be released so that you can clear out that energy and have room for receiving for some of you. Three of Swords, I do feel for a lot of you, however, is there is a truth being revealed because there's a blessing coming in, right? A lot of the times when we're about to have a really positive blessing coming in, where we're shifting energy, a lot of the times it has to do with finances. I don't know why that is, but it's something that I've noticed. When there's a blessing coming in, and for many of you Cancers, this blessing will be a financial one. It's being shown to you who is not meant to go on that journey with you, or who is not meant to partake in that blessing with you, right? You might be kind of shown who is not loyal, or who doesn't have your back, or who doesn't have your best interest at heart, so that you can go ahead and realize, all right, this person doesn't get to sit at the table and feast with me, kind of energy. And so there is a sense of loss with that. There is a sense of sadness that comes with that. But many of you might have heard me say one thing that I've noticed about the Three of Swords: even though it can really sting, even though it can be a painful situation, it doesn't last very long. It could be very intense, a very intense release, but it's not something that's going to last us, weeks and months or anything like that. Typically, it's going to be something that you're going to be able to bounce back from fairly quickly. The next card here is the Heraphant, right? Another major arcana card. So this Heraphant can have to do with commitments for many of you. Commitments, agreements, contracts. I know that traditionally in tarot, people see Hierophant and they immediately think marriage, oh, marriage, and that can be happening for some of you. But keep in mind that in the weekly forecasts, I don't focus on love and marriage. I apply the cards in the other ways that they apply. If you're looking for love and marriage, be sure to, or love and romance, I should say, love and relationship, be sure to check out the monthly love readings that I have linked in the description. The love readings for March. April love readings will be up soon. But outside of love, the Hierophant is going to be about truth, honesty, right? It can be a truth being revealed to you, which is kind of confirming the vibe and the feeling I was getting here from the Three of Swords. I also feel, though I'm going to be very honest with you, Cancer, is I feel like some of you are seeing a certain level or degree of hypocrisy in people that you've been really looking up to, or people who've been guiding you. And now you're like, wait a minute here. Like, have you really been guiding me from a real, genuine place, or have you been guiding me in a way that's benefiting you? Okay, you might be beginning to see through certain situations or people or organizations that you're feeling maybe they're a little bit unethical. Maybe they're not as genuine as they're presenting themselves to be. And so the Hierophant can have a lot to do with what your principles are, right? What are your principles? What are your priorities? What are your ethics? Taking a stand for what you believe in, right? There's also a sense of tradition that comes in here with the Hierophant. I feel some of you are finding a very beautiful, beautiful, happy, constructive, powerful balance between tradition, right? Tradition and how can I say this? Tradition, culture, um, um, tradition and culture versus your spiritual beliefs, or open-mindedness, I guess is what I'll say. You're finding a very happy balance between these two things and incorporating them in a new way. Okay, I feel some of you have been very stressed out about this because you've been trying to figure out what you think and what you believe, and you've been trying to kind of say, am I going on this new age path? Am I going in this religious path? What do I believe? Do I believe in science? Do I believe in God? Do I believe in, manifesting and law of attraction? And I feel like a lot of you are all of a sudden having this epiphany that, whoa, they're all a different part of the same thing, right? A different angle, a different side of the same creature, I guess is what we'll say. That you don't have to choose between, God and religion and science and law of attraction. It's all a different aspect of the same thing. And so I feel a lot of you are having this epiphany where you're having a better understanding of what God means to you, of what universe means to you, of how things work. Okay. And so you're coming to this peaceful resolve in the sense of like, aligning yourself with what your priorities, principles, ethics are, and coming into a sense of stability in your life. Be sure to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks those are going to resonate with you more than others. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you want to go to calendly.com/amethystangelite, you can schedule a private reading with me there. I will also have the information linked in the description. Thanks all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Bye, Cancer.